Shreyas is playing again.
Trades the knight.
He's
And
playing
that's
again.
a check.
He's playing with mate here.
That's a
He
checkmate.
has made,
Sage wins again.
he has made it even 9 out of 9.
He has won all the games.
It's 9 out of 9 here. See the number
Great
second.
play by Sage.
It's number 2 on the board. He also that's one. That's
White is in a better developing position here.
king is black is really well better. King is well better.
White has lost both his knights. That's a bit of a disadvantage.
He is down right, but he has two bishops. He has both bishops.
He could make a bishop pair and play well then.
If you push him here, then he will the bishop here, and then cutting the link. Times are equal here. Mission is ready for both teams.
If White had knight, he could probably go for a checkmate because the king is stuck there.
You pushing this down?
Yeah, White is going from the other side.
He's making space for the bishop. He can take this.
Yeah, that's a free piece, right? Yes, he takes it.
He'll take that. He'll take that.
That's a bishop trade.
White is lower time, but he has made it. It's low time. Has one game. He has one second against. He's also
What do we take?
He's also playing really well here. Playing 7 out of 8.
The White's queen is not properly defended here.
He is playing.
Okay, he is trying to defend it.
Okay, he's trying to go for this. And go for F6.
Pawn to it.
Yeah, he's trying
Bishop to F1.
He's trying to go for F6. Position black is really
Bringing the rook in the game was a really good move.
Black's position is really well here. He has no time. Push to the lane. Push to the lane.
Black is opening for the king so that
we have seen such a let's test it on the board.
brings that bishop to the king.
We're trying to trade here. Black is not and
If White would have given a check with his rook, he would have got the queen because there would be no way saving the check. He could only move the king back, which would not be a good move. Yes, White is low on time. Both are low on time.
And move is okay.
They should do P moves. Yes.
If trading will matter.
Okay.
That is
That's a very close game, and yes, white win.
that is a clear win for black there. Black was a clear win for black. Okay, so
Okay, all the matches have been over, and here we have the standings.
clearly dominating. Shresht
He has won all games.
has dominated the tournament. When Sanchit he played brilliant. Yeah? Only game he
Yes,
lost was
Sanchit
against
was also good.
Yeah, only game he lost was against Shresht. Both played really well. Yeah. Versus Finger result. Shresht, that exceptional, yeah, 30-second made. That was yeah, really good. That was great.
Yes. So now we come to the end of the tournament here.
Okay, so let's announce the winners. Shresht with 9 wins is on first. Sanchit with 8 points on right side. 8 wins is on second, and Jagdeep with 7 wins is on third. Both played exceptionally. Yeah, both technical.
Hi guys, we are facing some technical issues right now. We'll resume soon. Allow us 2 minutes. Hi Akshat, is the live stream on now? Akshat? Hey everyone, to lead is to serve with love is the motto of Jyoti Club. It aims at celebrating the power of youth who are the leaders of tomorrow, youth who are the citizens of tomorrow, and youth who will shape the future. What makes them unique is the knowledge of their vision, and quizzings aims at the very aim of Jyoti Club. To make the youth realize the importance of knowledge, to celebrate the very occasion of the Jyoti Club, we present the 50th Jubilee of Jyoti Club. We present to you Trivyastra. Trivyastra tells how trivia could be used as an astra or weapon, or you can even interpret it as a shastra of trivia, whatever your interpretations may be. Without any further ado, let's begin with the last event of the day, that is Trivyastra. I hope all the participants are here. I hope all the participants are here. E1, E1, are you here? Words, words. T1 words, words. Is my voice not audible? Teams. Aryan, is my voice not audible? Since team was not responding.
Yes, you're audible.
It's not audible. All right. I need to change my headset. It's audible?
Yes, now
Great
it is
then.
audible. It is audible.
Great then. Great then. Great then. Team 2, are you here? Team 2, Oval. Oval, are you here?
Team two owls present.
Team 3, Keats, are you here? Team 3, Keats. Team 3, Keats, are you here? Aryan, could you please check if Team Keats is present in the meeting? All right. Team Whitman, are you here?
Yes.
Team
Yes,
Whitman?
we are here.
Great.
Yes.
Great. Then we are good to go. All right. So is everything fine now, Ashwin and Aryan? Are we good to go? Great. Let's move to the round one rules. Prahlad. Great. So this is the round one. The format is bounce and infinite bounce in the clockwise direction. Bounce is plus 10 and minus 10. And in infinite bounce, you'll get plus 10 and no negatives. Answers to be pounced in the respective WhatsApp groups by tagging the quizmaster. Answer without tags won't be considered. Only the first answer from each team will be considered. Part points won't be given on bounce. So basically, I believe not all of you are aware of how pounce and bounce works. For pounce, suppose the question is, who is the Prime Minister of India? What you need to do is that you need to send your answers in the WhatsApp group. You need to tag me, and your answer will be accepted. If you are not tagging me, I would consider that it was a part of your team discussion and your answer won't be considered. Infinite bounce is pretty complicated in comparison to bounce, as I saw earlier in As I Am Here. The teams were unable to understand the concept well. So kindly listen to the concept. There are two scenarios in infinite bounce. First, suppose the question, we have the same question and it's direct to team one. The question is, who is the Prime Minister of India? Team one answers Dr. Manmohan Singh. Team two answers uh, Dr. Mrs. Sheila Dikshit, and team three answers Mr. Narendra Modi. So the next question will be direct to team four, since team three answered the previous question. In case the second scenario, none of the teams are able to answer the question will go direct to team one itself. I hope this makes the rules clear. Teams, is it fine?
Yes.
All right. So, Aryan, could you please check if the live stream is on? We'll resume the quiz in just a minute. A team is facing a problem. Fine. Great. So the first question is direct to team one. Prahlad, kindly change the screen. Yeah. So the Jaggers Fountain X is located in South Africa. Discovered in 1870, it holds utmost importance in the family tales of the Tata family. Lady Meherbai Tata, the wife of Sir Dorabji Tata, sold this to save Tata Steel, which was on a verge of bankruptcy in the early 1920s. This did solve the problem, and Tata Steel lived on to prosper greatly. Later, this was sold, and the proceeds were used for the creation of Sir Dorabji Tata Trust, which has been at the forefront of so many philanthropic activities in India. What is being talked about here? The question is direct to team one. Team one, you don't have to answer right now. It's the question.
The general term will do, or do we have to give the exact name?
Well, your name is Tilak Agrawal. If I call you Agrawal, will it work? No,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You will have to give the specific term for it.
Specific term for it. Arey, I am not.
Yes. Teams. Team Keats is in the breakout room, I believe. Please let him in. Call Soham and ask him to let Team Keats in. First question. None of the teams have pounced yet. Pounce has been closed. Question is direct to team one. Team one, it's your direct. Would you like to take a guess, team one? Team one,
I have sent answer, but it's not able to go. It reached just now, I guess.
just received it from team two. I'll let you know if you get it right. Team one, you're direct. Unmute yourself and answer, team one. Team Wordsworth. Team one,
Is it Jaggers Fontaine Mine? Oh,
you are saying Jaggers Fontaine Mine. You're giving me the blanks. I want what is being talked about here. What saved Tata from bankruptcy? Anyway, moving to the next Team 2 pounds. Team 3. Team 3, would you like to take a guess? Team 3, would you like to take a guess?
Just a minute.
Team 3, we can't wait for you since it's an online quiz. Team 4, passes to you. Would you like to take a guess, Team 4? Team 4, would you like to take a guess?
No.
Team 4 doesn't want to take a guess too. So Team 2 pounds, and they got it correct. The correct answer is, Prahlad, the screen, is Jubilee Diamond, which is present in just opposite to Convent, Sacred Heart Convent in the Modi Park. The next question is direct to Team 2 and Team 1, since none of the teams could answer. Question direct to Team 1 again. In 1910, X ditched British police officers on board a sea vessel which was taking him to Bombay from London after an extradition trial, which ruled to deport him to British India so that he can be tried there. So we are talking about a specific story over here. You need to identify X, who is the subject of the story. A very repeated question in my quizzes. This person is quite famous in the Indian political arena, known for his influencing a certain ideology, political ideology in India. And I believe one of the questions was asked in the prelims too about him.
Can we answer now?
Team 1, wait, kindly wait. The pounce is still open. If you want to answer, you can pounce. The other teams can pounce. Team 1, kindly wait.
Is that direct to Team 2 or Team 1?
Team 1, it's an infinite bounce. It's an infinite bounce. Since Team 1 couldn't answer the previous question, none of the teams could answer the previous question on bounce. So it's direct to Team 1 again.
I answered on pounds. Okay, no problem.
Great. Waiting for the pounces. Pounce closing in 10 seconds. Pounce has been closed. Let's see if any team pounced. None of the teams pounced, and now the question is direct to Team 1 again. Team 1, you're direct.
Yeah, so is it Subhash Chandra Bose?
Subhash Chandra Bose ditched British police officers on board of sea vessel. Looks like an interesting story, but it is not. Passes to Team 2.
Is there a negative on direct if you're answering on direct? If I answer
No,
now,
there's no negative on infinite bounce, Team 2. There's no direct negative on infinite bounce.
okay, Mahatma Gandhi, we are guessing Mahatma Gandhi.
Mahatma Gandhi ditched British police officers, made a lapse. All right, another good guess, but not the right answer. Passes to Team 3. Team 3. Team 3, you're direct.
Veer Savarkar.
Veer Savarkar. And why do you think so? It's Veer Savarkar made a lapse, French maritime officer.
It's a pure guess, I would say.
Pure guess. Veer Savarkar is indeed the right answer. Team 3 gets a plus 10. Team 3 gets a plus 10.
Excuse me. Before moving to the next question, could you take me through the rules of pounds again?
All right. Showing the rules of the pounds. Let's go to the first slide again. Pounds and infinite bounce in the clockwise direction. You got plus 10. Team 2 got plus 10 in the first question. Right now, Team 3 got, who answered Veer Savarkar, got a plus 10. Do you want me to explain infinite bounce, Team Orville?
Yes, because
No, I just want the rules of questions. I just want the rules of direct.
Explain us once.
Sorry,
I just want the rules
all of
of
you were
direct.
speaking together.
Uh,
You
just
want the
want
rules of direct. You want the rules of
direct.
direct. So infinite, yeah, right. So infinite bounce is what we call, is what you're trying to call direct. What happens is, suppose the question is direct to Team 1. None of the teams are able to answer the question. The next question will again go to Team 1. If Team 3 answers that question, which was direct to Team 1 initially, it will go to Team 4. Are you getting a gist of it? What
Okay,
I'm trying to
sure.
say.
So if question number 2, Team 3 answer, so the question number 3 will be direct to Team 4 now.
Right. The question
Okay,
number
thank you
3
so
will
much.
be direct to Team 4. So
Thank you so much.
the next question is that, thank you. So the next question is direct to team.
Excuse me, how do we bounce?
You need to tag me in the WhatsApp group and type your answers in the same message.
Okay,
That's how you
okay.
bounce. Thank you. X was immortalized by Rabindranath Tagore. Again, I am warning the teams, kindly show both your hands. Both your hands should be visible. Otherwise, we'll deduct minus 20 points and please do not interrupt us then. X was immortalized by Rabindranath Tagore and Vibhuti Bhushan Bandyopadhyay in many of their works. Also inspired by the Dash is X, was one of the famous Bengali filmmakers whose cinema is primarily remembered. We are talking about a specific cinema story. The plot line is over here. What you need to focus is on story ends in a sad note where a sister dies by suicide. Partition uproots, immortalized by Rabindranath Tagore. These might give you the hint. This is a Google trap as well.
Hello.
Wordsworth, kindly show both your hands and your video. Yes. Direct to team 4, team 1. Team 4, kindly wait. The question is still on pounds. Team 2 pounds.
Is there any negative marking?
There's a negative marking on pounds, but there's no negative on direct and infinite pounds. Team 2 has bounced, but bounce has been closed now. Direct to team 4. Team 4.
हम सोच रहे हैं, रुको एक सेकंड.
Passes to team 1. Team 1, since team 4 couldn't answer. Team 1, would you like to take a guess? Team 1. Team 1, it's your direct now. Would you like to take a guess? Team 1 is unable to take a guess. Passes to team 2. Team 2 bounced. Passes to team 3. Team 3. Seems to be a tough one. Team 3 is unable to answer too. Team Team 4.
I think it's Banaras.
Anything.
Banaras कौन सा state में है?
Is it fine now, Philip? Is it fine now?
Previous
Okay.
round also the correct answer and stuff we didn't hear.
The previous round, the previous question, the correct answer was Swarna Rekha. And this is the geographical indication tag of the
Swarna Rekha.
state. All right, we need to identify both the things. I think I got this headset.
वो दिए वगैरह.
Team 4, it's your direct.
I think Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh. And what could be this geographical indication thing?
I think
Any idea?
I can see some pond there and Banaras is related with.
So you're going with Banaras, Pan Banaras, wala, you're going with that
Yes.
tune and Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
Amazing guess, but not the right answer. Passes to team 1. Team 1.
Is it the state is Tamil Nadu? Like it's just a wild guess. Is it
Tamil Nadu. And what could be this thing? And what could be this certain thing? Product?
Maybe is it Palani or something like that?
Palani. All right, I'm hearing it for the first time, but still, good. Should I say a good guess? Passes to team two, team three pounds. Team three. It's your direct now. Team three. Team three. It's your
Andhra Pradesh,
direct.
is it Andhra Pradesh?
Andhra Pradesh. And what could be this certain thing? Any guess for that?
No, actually I couldn't guess anything, but I guess it's Andhra Pradesh state.
All right. So none of the teams could get it right on bounce. Let's have a look at the bounce, which Team Orville took. Banarasi Pan is what they guessed, Team Orville, and they get a -10 again. The correct answer is Magahi, Pan, and Bihar. So this was a you know or you don't know kind of question, which is usually asked in this direct quizzes. Let's move to the next round. While we move to the next round, meanwhile, could you please show the scores, Ashwin? Share the screen. Disable the screen share. We'll be showing you the screen once. Yeah, show the Excel sheet where you're doing the scoring. Just disable the screen share, that would work. All right, no problem. Let's try to learn meanwhile we continue with the quiz. Prahlad, let's do this later on if it's taking time. You just need to click on stop share that. So, all right, Ashwin, do one thing. Read the scores. Ashwin, read the scores.
Team 1 have got 0 point. Team 1 has got -10. Team 58 has got 10. And Team 4 Whitman has got 3. So Team 3.
So are the scores fine?
Excuse me, it was almost not audible. It was very, very low, the sound.
Yes, it was not audible.
All
Can
right,
you repeat?
all right. Let me have a look at the scores once. Team 1 is at 0, Team 2 is at -10, Team 3 is at 10, and Team 4 is at 0. Are the scores fine?
Yeah, thanks.
All right, great. So let's continue with it. Do you see any problem? Minimize that gallery view. All right. The first question, direct to Team 4 this time. Although X didn't win any major Oscars, it is still considered one of the best ever films made from a book. What is interesting about X? This is in the next round, anti-clockwise direction. What's interesting about X is that its writing process started around the time its source novel was being developed. The screenplay writer would connect with the writer of the novel to share notes and develop the story. The studio surprised the screenplay writer. Again, a movie question, you need to read the question well, and if you're able to understand what we're talking about, you'll get what we're talking about. Till now, only one question could be answered. This was the first question. Jubilee Diamond, all the questions went unanswered. This is an easy one, I believe. If you are a fan of pop culture, if you watch movies, you will know that what we're talking about here. Think about it. Something that I can even say that's something which happened a day before yesterday in the night. It's related to that too. And it might, another hint could be, what could I say? Since none of the teams are guessing, The Amazing Spider-Man. Another hint could be The Amazing Spider-Man, played by Andrew Garfield. Since none of the teams have pounced, pounce has been closed. Direct to team 4. Team 4, you're direct. Team 4. Team 4, it's your direct. We'll like take a guess. We'll move on to the next team then. Team 3.
Is it Dil Bechara and from the book Fault in Our Stars?
Dil Bechara from Fault in Our Stars. Not the right answer, team 3. Passes to team 2. Passes to team 2. Orville.
Sapneshwar, take a guess.
Yeah, we are giving the guess as it is the Jungle Book, and it was sponsored by the Disney Studio.
Jungle Book sponsored by the Disney Studio. Won't get your points. Passes to team 1. Team 1. Any guesses? I believe team 1 is unable to take any guess. Passes to, well, the question is now over. The correct answer is The Social Network. If any of you would have watched the movie, then it would just come to your mind that what happened is that the writer met the director in a bar and they planned the movie instantly. So this was how the movie was planned. Moving to the next question, which is that to team 4 again. What makes this poem special? Basically, explain the story behind this. Again, and easy. Did I once suffer, Subhas, at your hands? Your patriot heart is still, I would forget. Let me recall, but this that while as yet, the Raj that you once challenged in your land. So you can know that that's Subhash Chandra Bose over here. And there's a poem being written regarding him. What is the significance of this poem? What is so special? What makes this poem special? There's a legend which is famous in the universities of Bengal, and we're talking about that legend. Tell me, what makes this poem special? Pounds is still open, closing the pounds in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pounds has been closed. Direct to team 4. Team 4, you're direct. Team 4. Team 4.
It was written by Subhash Chandra Bose.
It was written by Subhash Chandra Bose. Did I once put Subhash at your hands? Not a good guess. Passes to team 3. Team 3. Team 3.
Was it written by Rabindranath Tagore to Subhash Chandra Bose and
Written by Rabindranath Thakur to Subhash Chandra Bose.
no,
Very
not
good.
to Subhash, not to Subhash, about Subhash Chandra Bose.
About Subhash Chandra Bose. Good guess, but not the right answer. Passes to team 2. Orwell.
This is about the incident Subhash Chandra Bose versus Professor Oten of
So what
Bengal
basically
University.
happened? Can you tell us what happened between Oten and Subhash?
Club, both of them met and both of them were inspired by each other.
Both of them are inspired by each
Both
other.
of them had met once.
Won't give you points on this. Passes to team 1.
Yeah, even I was thinking that this poem has been written by one of the teachers of Subhash Chandra Bose.
That won't get you point. I want the story behind this. What makes this poem special? None of the teams could answer it. The correct answer is the teacher who wrote the story. Subhash was charged that he assaulted that teacher. So this was even made in shown in one of the web series. Some Bose called by Rajkumar of played that, and it was even shown in that. So basically, Subhash beated that teacher when he came to know that the British teacher wasn't behaving well with the Indians. So that that poet was written, that which Tilak said, and he was beaten by Subhash Chandra Bose. This is what I wanted.
We won't get partial marks also, like 5 marks or something.
No, you won't even get partial marks, since I exactly wanted that he was assaulted. Subhash assaulted that teacher, that professor. That is what I wanted. It was clearly mentioned in the question. Passes to the next question, that is for team 3, since team 4 got 2 directs consecutively. So passes to team 3. My favorite question in the quizzes, since it's one of the stories I read somewhere and it really amazes me. In the Mysore region, the locals believe in a certain curse of Talakkar related to the Warrior Mysore family. A very big question. Focus on the underlying parts. You'll get to know where you need to focus. What you need to tell me here is that there's a folklore which Alamalama jumped into the river, cursing the Wadayas, Talakkaru Marag. Sorry, I won't be able to read that. May Talakkar, since I'm not good at pronouncing things. May Talakkar be filled with sand and become a barren land. May Malangi, that stretch of the river, turn into a whirlpool. May the Warriors never have children. So we know that there's a Warrior family in the Mysore region, and they believe in a certain curse of Talakkar, dating back to 1612. So some modern historians went ahead and were surprised to find that the curse supposedly worked. There was a whirlpool, the area was filled with sand, and the royal family had a really complicated hire system. Later, they came to know that this folklore was nowhere mentioned in any of the books written by the British and the French travelers. It was mentioned way later in the Gazette of Mysore. After a deep study of the subject, Vikram Sampath, who is now a renowned historian who wrote a book on Veer Savarkar and uh, a famous musician too, they came to know that this folklore was constructed to avoid a certain thing. This was a fake folklore. Nothing like this existed. Nothing like this curse existed. This was constructed to avoid a certain thing. What was the thing? I need the thing over here. I
Is
haven't
it
received the thing
avoid the
out yet.
capture?
Wait, kindly wait. Team three. Pawns is still open. Well, I believe all of you are from class 9. It's a quiz for class 9 to 12, and I read the same thing in class 9 in my history books. If you read things and you have this knack of researching things while reading, then you might know that what I'm talking about. You'll definitely know when I tell you the answer, since it's a very important part of the ICSE portion of history. So, in the Mysore region, the locals believe in certain curse of Talakkar. I want what was constructed. None of the teams pounced. Again, question is directed to team three. Team three, go ahead. Team
Is
three,
it to avoid capture of the
avoid capture.
avoid capture of the royal authorities
Capture of the
of
royal
the royal
authorities.
authority?
I want a certain term. I want a certain term. Could you tell me that term? None of the teams have previously got it right. Whenever I come to it.
You want? Can you please repeat what you said?
I want a certain term. I want a specific term which is called, which is known in the history books. A certain term. Even if you give me the basic definition of what I'm talking, I'll give you points.
To capture once. To capture. Capture is the
To
term.
capture. Won't give you that. Won't give you points. Passes to team two. Team two. Team Marble.
Sapteshwar, you can say if you know it.
Is it? Yeah. So we are going with a guess of that the what we said.
Satash, could you please, the other guy from Team Marvel, could you please, who's speaking right now, could you please place the camera in a manner? There you go. Great, go ahead.
Yeah. So is it the lost soul of Hyder Ali or Tipu Sultan, something like that?
Oh, good guess. A very good guess, but not the right answer. Passes to team one. Team one. Wordsworth, if I'm not wrong. Team one.
Is it the defeat of Tipu Sultan?
Defeat of Tipu Sultan and my sorry, very great guesses right now. I'm hearing right now. None of this, but unfortunately, none of you could give me the right answer. The correct answer was.
Excuse me, not for
The
points, but
doctrine.
can I have another guess? Okay.
The correct answer is doctrine of lapse. Were you saying the same thing, Tilak?
No, I was saying that I've heard this of Mysore that Mysore kings don't have children.
Oh, right. That's a very nice thing. The thing is, could you please show the question once again so that I can explain to them? It's a very wonderful thing. So basically, what the thing is that what happened? Do you know what doctrine of lapse was? So basically, can anyone explain it? Any of you who would like to explain it to the people?
If the king is unable to provide a heir, the region will fall under British
Yes.
raj.
Under the, you just gave me the exact definition from the history books, right? Exactly right. So this is what used to happen during when East India Company started their annexation in India. So to avoid that annexation, the Mysore people, the Wadir family, wanted to show that they do not have a natural heir because of a curse of Talakkar which took place in 1612. So, a very interesting story, which I think it was clever move, but they couldn't avoid the doctrine of lapse. Passes to the next question is direct to Arun, team three, right? Since the other teams could answer it again. Passes to team three. The timing was essential. Why? So you should know that you are in a where you are. The quiz is being hosted by the Jyoti Club, and you are in Loyola. Is hosted by Loyola School and Jyoti Club. So the timing was essential. If undercooked, the objects would turn out to be flat. We're talking about certain a rephrased excerpt from an article in the New York Times about the precautions die-hard fans take while doing what during the winter season. Images in the next slide. It might be pretty tough for you guys, so I can tell you that it's a sport. It's a sport which is very rare, and Jamshedpur boasts the only what can I say? The only place where they can play this sport in the whole Asia. So I can say Loyola in particular hosts this place. What you need to tell me is the sport. There are just six places in the whole world where you can play, and one of them is situated in our school, which is Loyola School. So can you please show the text once again? These two are various different variations of that sport. What you need to tell me is the name of the sport over here. Which sport am I talking about? What is the sport? The timing was essential. If undercooked, the objects would turn out to be flat. A sport which is played in Loyola. Since none of the teams are able to bounce, let's move to team three. Team three. Team three. It's your direct. The last question of this round of the bounce and this whole thing textual based questions. Team three. You're direct. Team three.
Lacrosse. Is it lacrosse?
No, sorry. Passes to team two. Team two, would you like to take a guess? Time was essential if unlocked. Expert from an article in the New York Times. Well, the tagline of the event was, "Do you think Google is your ally, ally or ally?" So well, we just think that
We'll pass.
passes to team one, and it's really great when none of the teams are able to answer questions in an online quiz. It feels amazing. So passes to team one. Team one,
No idea regarding this.
no idea. Passes to team four. Team four.
No idea.
The answer is, even if you search it all over the internet, you wouldn't get it. The answer is handball. It's this kind of handball where you play with a blue ball. This is the place where it's played. Picture of 2003. I think some noise is coming from somewhere. So please have a look at it. Thank you. Teacher? Thank you, teacher. Thank you. Yeah. So let's move to the third round of the whole event. Prahlad, will you be able to stop the screen share? Don't move ahead. Will you be able to stop the screen share and show the Excel sheet once? Sorry? So I'm reading the scores once. Since none of the teams are able to score much points, so there's no point in just showing the question. And Prahlad, I believe your headset would be broken by the end of the quiz. Anyway, uh, just a second. Team one is at 0. All right, no problem. There's ain't much of calculation done in this Excel sheet. We can show this sheet at the end of the quiz. Team 1 is at 0, team 2 is at -10, team 3 is at 10, team 4 is at 0. Amazing. So let's move to the next round. That is the image-based round. Is the camera on? Okay. Yeah. So 4 questions, image-based questions based on India. Answers to be written on a sheet of paper. Have a sheet of paper ready. Place it in such a manner that both
Can
your
you
hands
hold
are
a sec?
visible.
I need to get a paper and stuff.
Yeah,
Just-
great. We are giving you 1 minute. Bring a sheet of paper. All the questions will be related to India. 4 questions. You need to write it on a sheet of paper. There will be a real only once, and 10 points per question, plus 10 for a full house, no negatives. So this is how you are going to we are going to go ahead with this round. There are total number of 4 rounds, and this might be a game changer since except team two. Hey, Prahlad, don't move ahead. Yeah. So the thing is, only when I tell you, move ahead with the slide. All right, don't move ahead right now. So there are 4 questions plus 10 per question. If you don't get it right, there won't be any negative. If you get all right, you will be getting a full house. And the last round will be a very high scoring round based on buzzer. And I request Aaron Mishra to set up the buzzer as soon as possible so that it doesn't take much time. Are all the teams fine? Are all the teams have the papers ready? Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4. Any team that is unable to get a sheet of paper? All right, I believe all the teams are ready. Prahlad, first question. This is a certificate from 1800s which was issued for Indians. What was its purpose? This is a viral image right now. Wherever you go, if you follow any history website or any social media, you will find this image. You need to tell me what is the significance of this image, what was its purpose. First question, moving to the next question. Prahlad, what does this map depict? At least wait a second on those memes. We found those memes at a very Prahlad. Wait around 4 to 5 seconds on that. Please let the people have a look at it. So all right, no need to wait right now. Let's move on. What does this map depict? What does this map depict? So we have hidden something over here, and you need to tell me what is this map trying to depict? 1, then there's 2 over here in Uttar Pradesh, there's 8, and you can see that Bihar and Jharkhand weren't divided till then. All right, Aryan has provided all the teams with the buzzer codes. What does this map depict? Next question. All right, next question. Comic book one. I think this might just be the easiest question of the whole thing. Look at it. Have a look at it. Just if you just know what Bollywood is all about, you will know what is happening over here. Smash. This man. Have a look at this person. It was a sixer. C had won the match. The villagers cricket match, smash. If you're able to identify that person, you'll get your chance. Next question, please. All right. Next. What is this? What is this? What is this? We have written something over here, a whole thing. You need to identify what this is. If you are able to see this properly, there are some army men, some soldiers, not exactly army men, but some trained soldiers. There's a flag. If you can identify whose flag is this, it looks like India's flag. Somehow, somewhat of an Indian flag. And these are some soldiers looking like some trained soldiers, not some professional ones. Tell me, what is this? Let's have a real once. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3. To the question number 2 once again. 1, 1, 0. All right. Let's wait in that few nights meme, knowing that. All right. Wait here. Waiting for the teams to submit your answer scripts. Send it to me in the WhatsApp groups, your respective WhatsApp groups. This is looking like to be a very low scoring quiz till now. I hope that the last round becomes scoring since the questions will be quite easy. Received from Orwell. Script received from Orwell. From Wordsworth. Team Whitman and Keats remaining. Team Whitman left. Whitman, kindly send your answer. Whitman, kindly. Yes. Got it from Whitman.
Have you
Let's have
received Keats?
Your voice is not audible.
I'm saying that have you received that script from Keats?
Let me have a look at it. I have received from everyone. Let's have the scoring ones. Ashwin, be ready. So plus 10 for each question. Certificate from professional media and data. Plus 10 to Team Whitman. Zero to Keats. Zero to Wordsworth. 20 to Orwell. Brilliant. So I believe the scores are fine for now. Stop the screen share. Let's have a look at the Excel sheet.
Please repeat the score of Whitman.
Whitman has got plus 10. Whitman has got plus 10. Let's have a look at the scores once. The sheet scores. If any team is facing any issue, can you let us know? Till then, kindly log in the buzzer side. Log in the buzzer side.
Excuse me, we cannot see the overall scores.
Total score, column F. Have a look at the column F. I thought that it would be a very
Okay,
high scoring quiz since
thank you,
the questions were quite easy and repeated. So where are we? Are the scores fine? Ashwin, stop the screen share. Resume the screen share, Lal. Is it fine now? That's great. Have all the teams joined the buzzer website?
Just a sec, we are joining.
What we have to write in the username?
Your name, your team code, and your name, your team code and your name underscore your name, your team underscore your name. So there will be nothing on the screen. Rapid fire kind of questions, but with more points. A very unique. Basically, just show them once the pyramid. Basically, the pyramid looks to be somewhat similar to the Center for Excellence pyramid. It's not. It doesn't resemble. So, yes, we'll tell them the answers. So the pyramid doesn't resemble the pyramid. All right, let's have the answers first. Then we come to that. This is a certificate from 1800s, which this is Kursi Nisha. The people used to sit here, had to take permission from the British officers before having a seat. Next question, please. This is postal service. Postal service, pin code of India. Next question. Comic book on Lagan. What is this? This is Azad Hind Fauj training camp, Shanghai. So this is the round foot pyramid maze. What I was talking about. It doesn't look like the pyramid of Giza, but somewhat resembles the Center for Excellence. It works. So what it is have all the teams joined the buzzer? Yes. Are they visible? All right, let's have a buzzer check once. Team Wordsworth, kindly press the buzzer. Wordsworth. Wordsworth, is it fine? Whitman pressed. All right. Utilize the buzzer. Orwell. Keats. Team Keats. Iron. Team Keats, are you here? Kindly press the buzzer.
Yes, you have pressed the button.
Aryan, they are saying they're pressed. Huh?
I think.
Pressed.
Can you
All right,
repeat
great.
that one?
Yeah, great. It's good to us. So let me explain to you the rules first. This format used to be held at Chroma Tech Grandmasters by NDTV, and recently it was done by ASIAC at the regionals. What happens here is, suppose there are a total number of 6 rapid fire questions. The first question will carry 10 points. The first 3 will carry 10 points. The next 2 will carry 15 points and -10. And the last will carry +20. If you get the +3 in a +3 consecutive questions right, uh, you will be getting a bonus 10 too. Bonus +10. I believe the rules are
Uh,
clear.
it is a -5 in the first three.
First 3, the green
Okay.
boxes, the green triangles, sorry, green pyramids. So let me have a look at the questions. Where did I write it? Yeah, correct. So the first question is, neutralize the buzzer, Adam. To lead is to serve with love. Motto of which organization? To lead is to serve with love. Motto of which organization? Has any team pressed the buzzer? None of the teams have pressed. Question has been closed. The correct answer was Jyoti
The
Club.
questions are audio questions. The questions you will be reading, or the questions, kya? Or
Yeah,
questions
I'll be
will come
reading
on
out the
screen.
questions. No, nothing will be on the
I
screen.
thought the questions would come on screen. I didn't hear your voice.
Right, no problem. So the correct answer is Jyoti Club. First question went unanswered, and nobody would be getting the bonus points. Obviously, nobody would be getting bonus points. Second question is, who wrote Rashmi Rathi? Who wrote Rashmi Rathi? None of the teams yet? These are some of the easiest questions. Anyway, Tilak Agrawal. Go ahead. Tilak.
Rashmi Rathi was wrote by Are. I'm not able to get the name. Ramdhari Dinkar. Finding the middle name.
Ramdhari Singh Dinkar is the right answer. +10 to Tilak Agrawal.
Ramdhari Singh Dinkar. Yes.
From Rashtrakavi Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, the whole name. Rashmi Rathi. +10 to Tilak Agrawal of Orwell. +10. The next question, has the buzzer been neutralized? All right. Who was issued India's first pilot license in the year 1929? Who was again? Tilak Agrawal.
J.R.E. Tata.
G.R.D. Tata is indeed the right answer. +10 to Team Orwell again. And now we come to the yellow pyramids. The first question is my favorite question, which I have been asking this since my class 6 days of quizzing. In 1984, Rakesh Sharma went into space and Bachendri Paul became the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest. What started for the first time in Kolkata and indeed in India on 24th October 1984? Well, 1984 was a year of events. Bhopal gas tragedy. Orwell wrote a book called Orwell. Operation Blue Star, assassination of Indira Gandhi. A lot of things took place. Steve Jobs brought John Scully. All right, has any team pressed the buzzer yet? Tilak Agrawal, go ahead.
India got the first metro, Kolkata Metro.
Kolkata Metro is indeed the right answer. +10 to Tilak Agrawal again.
So will we get +10 also for 3 consecutive corrects?
+15. No, you only if you got the green pyramids right, you would have got the bonus, but now you won't be getting any bonus. But a brilliant way of securing the quiz by Tilak Agrawal of Orwell. +15 to Tilak Agrawal. The next question, the second last, the penultimate question of the whole quiz. Which prominent politician had a cameo in the movie Chala Murari Hero Banne in 1977? Which prominent politician had a cameo in the movie Chala Murari Hero Banne in 1977? Buzzer? None of the teams. Buzzer has been closed. Last question of the whole quiz, and it's an aptly written. Can you move to the last slide, please? Last slide. All right. So, yeah. What is aptly written on the grave of Mel Blanc? What is aptly written on the grave of Mel Blanc? Mel Blanc. Melplanc. I asked to move him to the next slide. That's for a specific reason. None of the teams pressing the buzzer. Yet again, none of the teams pressing the buzzer. The correct answer was that's all, folks. And now we come to an end of the quiz.
I have pressed. I have pressed
we
the
didn't,
buzzer. but
we
no.
didn't receive. We didn't receive. It was after the question was closed. I'm having a look at the screen right now. It's in
Acha,
front of
koi
me.
na, I'm still winning. No problem.
No, not a problem. So, can you please show the sheets once again? Yeah, disable the screen so that we can have a look at the scores. I believe there are multiple ties right now. Do we have some tiebreaker questions? Sorry? Yes, the scores are visible now. So, winning the quiz with 45 points is Team Orville, equal huge margin. At the second position, we have a tie with Team Keats and Team Whitman, and Team Wordsworth remain at 0. So let's have some tiebreaker questions. Should we? On the buzzer? Have the buzzers ready? Tiebreaker questions only for Team Keats and Whitman to decide the first and the second runners up. Let me have a look at the previous questions which I rejected. Some good questions. So, yeah, I have questions. Do you have a quiz book with you? All right, no problem. I have whole question graphics I said. So, I'll be asking 3 questions. And in case any team get it right on the first question itself, the first team to get points will be adjudged the first runners up. So the first question is on buzzer for Team Keats and Team Whitman. Yes. What was founded in 1925 by Keshav Baliram Hedgewar in the city of Nagpur? Any team? None of the teams have pressed the buzzer yet. Tiebreaker for Team Keats and Whitman. Keats press the buzzer. Keats, would you like to take a guess?
Rashtriya Swayamsevak.
How do you better know that?
Sorry?
Could you please repeat, give me a better answer?
Rashtriya
Elaborate.
Swayamsevak.
What is it? Can you elaborate?
I guess it is something of it's like a maybe a social work kind of society, but I just know the name, but I can't really explain. I think it's a social working organization or something like that.
It's I won't give you points on that since it looks to be from the Google, so I won't be giving you a point on that. The correct answer was RSS. If you would know Rashtriya Swayamsevak, you would say RSS. Won't be giving you points on that. Team Keats has got a -5, and Team Keats has got -5. Great. So we have got our first runners up and the second runners up as well. What are the scores? What are the scores? Who's the second runners up? Crazy quiz, rightly said by Tilak. The scores are really low scoring. Yeah, great. So what are the scores now? All right. So Orville finishes at 45. Team Whitman at 10 and Keats at 5. Thank you everyone for being here. It was wonderful to have you here. But I just want to convey a thing. Jamshedpur has always been one of the best cities of India in the terms of in the phases of quizzing. And this is something that the questions were quite easy. And I believe you guys should have attempted the questions and even googling what they're. So that's it. That's it. I'd like to say that. Thank you everyone for being here. Let's end the stuff.
Can we leave the meeting?